Zaczynamy od tego miejsca, teraz będziemy zostawiać pułapkę na tego gościa, który tu się włamał do chatki i będziemy próbować go chyba złapać. Chyba czas z nią porozmawiać.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
No właśnie nie ma, czyli wiemy już co to tam za pudełko znikło.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Thank you, madam.
Tu? No nie.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
No dobra, trzeba było na to okno kliknąć. Jest noc. Może jego żona przyjdzie. Oho.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there. Mr. Holmes?
Mamy złodziejaszka.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Pewnie to nie będzie morderca. Teraz jedziemy akta sprawy i możemy sobie przesłuchać możemy sobie tutaj przejrzeć dowody. Okej.
Mr. Holmes?
Fajnie nawet tą epokę odwzorowano, taki te lata 1000, przełom wieku między 1800 a 1900.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Czyli gra od razu nas tu skierowała z pominięciem pójścia do domu.
Mr. Holmes?
Tu jest chyba ten pokój dowodów, tak? A, tutaj są te jego przedmioty, okej. Zobaczmy sobie, jak to zrobili. No, powiem, fajnie, fajnie nawet. Podoba mi się, jak na 2014 luks grafika.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Notes. Taki sam
The
notes?
notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what? These abbreviations.
Pierścień. From R. Dawson to my friend and partner. Od Dawsona dla przyjaciela i partnera. 1883.
To my friend from R. Dawson. And partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Pierwsza rzecz, którą trzeba przeszukać, będzie w archiwach.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. These are the suspect's belongings.
Czyli jeszcze będziemy musieli wymagane dowody jakieś. Dobra. Czyli z tych archiwów będziemy musieli pewnie co nieco wyciągnąć i tu wrócić jeszcze. Tutaj wchodzimy.
Locked.
Tutaj są zamknięte. Aha, tu inspektor Lestrade, a tu kostnica. To do kostnicy chyba też jeszcze możemy wejść. Nie ma po co w sumie tu wchodzić, ale można tak się wejść, przejrzeć. Dobra, idziemy do tego pokoju przesłuchań. Tam siedzi jakiś dziodek.
Mr. Holmes?
Interrogation room. A tu taka na sznurku lampa. Można było obliczać, żeby świecić bardziej prosto w oczy. Dobra. Nelligan. Zróbmy profil najpierw. Chuda szyja. Krótkie rękawy. Odciski, blizny. Ozdobne guziki. Kosztowny materiał. No dobra, notes.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Nie zabiłeś, tak? To powiedz, co cię łączy.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Grawerunek na pierścieniu.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go! I'm innocent!
Dobra, mamy B, czyli jakieś nowe fakty. Nelligan. Przybity do muru, nie, próby włamania. Sprawdzę wskazówki, to teraz tak. Peter Carey nie pali. Zaginione... Tutaj mamy kolejne. Musimy się dowiedzieć, czy niewyszkolony człowiek potrafiłby przebić ciało dorosłego mężczyzny harpunem.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
W archiwach najpierw poszukajmy. Poszukaj Dawson.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
No, Dawson, tak. Fundusz inwestycyjny Dawsona i Neglina bankrutuje. Neglian znika. Fundusz inwestycyjny Dawsona i Nelligana. Regionalna instytucja bankowa z siedzibą w Cornwalli ogłosiła upadłość w wyniku znacznych strat odnotowanych w portfelu pożyczek i zostanie poddany likwidacji. Pod względem wielkości zajmował on 23 miejsce wśród banków brytyjskich, zaś jego upadłość to drugi tak znaczący przypadek w historii. Likwidacja spółki to istna katastrofa dla wielu kornwalijskich rodzin. Joshua Nelligan, jeden z założycieli, zniknął w tajemniczych okolicznościach. Ostatnio widziano go na jego jachcie, gdzie wyruszył w stronę Norwegii. Nelligan jest poszukiwany zarówno przez policję, jak i przez wierzycieli.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Okej, czyli mamy teraz nie, tu się nie pojawiło nic nowego. Czyli mamy teraz informację o tym, że jak jego ojciec zaginął, że uciekł na jachcie, zostawiając rodzinę, bo upadła ta spółka jego.
A spot of whaling, Watson? Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
No dobra, pojawiła się... To idziemy tam...
Take a harpoon with me.
Aha, czyli teraz musimy udać się po harpun.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Bo mamy nową informację, wiemy teraz jak jego ojciec... Co się stało z jego ojcem?
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
No też tak właśnie myślę, że jest jakiś kurde tutaj związek między nimi. O, jak tu szybko przyjechał do tego rzeźnika. Rzeźnik. Porozmawiajmy.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise, yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark.
Kurde. A jednak przeszedł harpun na wylot.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Wymagana siła. Siła przeciętnego człowieka Nie wystarczy, by przebić harpunem klatkę piersiową dorosłego mężczyzny i przybić go do muru. Przyda się też spora dawka umiejętności. Współpraca dwóch mężczyzn może przynieść takie same rezultaty. Szkolony człowiek mógł przebić... Istnieje, no, szczęśliwy rzut. Nie no, pokaz siły, ja myślę, że tutaj są dwa wyjścia, ale... Fajnie pomyśleli z tą dorożką, że się jedzie i można sobie analizować, jak te sprawy. O, już ciało zostało zabrane, tak?
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Tak.
This is the...
I czy jest tutaj ten od nas? Czy był na liście załogi? Nie ma.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Czerwiec.
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Tak, zostały wyrwane.
Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are three ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first two of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
No.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him. Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Pamiętam tą głupią misję w jednym z tych, w jednej z części Sherlocka jest taka głupia misja, gdzie się kieruje psem, strasznie irytująca.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
O, ten Wiggins jest
At
nieźle.
your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Aha, czyli... I teraz są, czyli musimy się udać na posterunek, a teraz co tu jeszcze mamy? Aha, że może Lestrade dowiedział się czegoś nowego.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Leap noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Ta irytacja w głosie Holmesa naprawdę była bezcenna. No dobra, sprawdźmy te dowody. Przedmioty Hurtleya. O, mamy nowe buty.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Buty bierzemy.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
One mogą pasować.
A pen. Nothing unusual about it. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Aha, czyli będziemy musieli list troszkę jakimiś chemikaliami potraktować. A, tu jest.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
No dobra, przyjrzyjmy się mu. Tu nie ma nic dziwnego. Oho, rana na szyi. Chustka z wyhaftowaną czubatką, czyli tak jak miała tamta babka. Resztki rośliny. Dłonie ogrodnika. Aha, ogrodnik.
That's all for now.
Buty Hurtleya.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Tak myślałem, że będą pasować. Ślady Hurtleya bez ogrodnika. Odciski butów Liama Hurtleya pasują do śladów znalezionych w Woodlands, co dowodzi, że Liam tam był. Dalej utrzymuje, że nie był ich ogrodnikiem. Trochę nam zawęzi, bo jeżeli ktoś jeszcze miałby na przykład 44, ale inny rodzaj butów, no to wiadomym jest, że to nie on. Okej. Odzyskaj list Hurtleya.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Reakcję
First
łańcuchową.
condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Aha, wszystkie 7. I teraz tak. Pomarańczowy jest trzeci, czyli mamy 4. Chyba że pierwszy niebieski. Następnie bo czekaj, jakbyśmy zaczynamy od pierwszego niebieskiego, tak? Następnie dajemy zielony. Chyba, że na końcu jest po prostu... Jak jest pierwszy niebieski i pomarańczowy musi być ostatni, tak? Cztery. Ale tu obojętnie jakie. To czekaj, 4 niebieski. Zielony. Niebieski. Pomarańczowy. Przeźroczysty. Pomarańczowy. Przeźroczysty.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
No.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Chodziło o to, żeby pomiędzy tymi niebieskimi od pomarańczowych zawsze były 4, nie? Dobra. Fajne zagadki. Nie takie łatwe.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Dobra. Musimy teraz iść znowu przesłuchać tego Liama Hurtleya, bo ma ewidentnie chłop coś do ukrycia. A to kto to jest? Mamy na niego 2 rzeczy. List oraz ten. Mamy list. Ale ktoś nieźle przyjarał obiad. Zobaczmy, jak się tu nam wytłumaczy Liam Hurtley.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Woodman Lee.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Pasują.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
No ma rację.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Kapciuch na tytoń chyba. Źle.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Cholera, źle. Zadbany ogród. Też źle. No jest ogrodnikiem.
Now that
Czekaj,
your
czekaj.
presence at
Trzeba
Woodman's
myśleć, a
Lee
nie
has
tam
been
zgadywać.
proven, Would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to
Nie
explain
lubię
it?
tak zgadywać.
I don't
Do
remember.
tej pory wszystko wydedukowałem dobrze, a teraz kapciuk na tym. Hurtley jest ogrodnikiem. No o to mi chodziło, że zadbano o ogród.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
So
No.
tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
List Hurtleya. Teraz muszę odpowiadać dobrze już. Bo przecież to jest łatwe.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
To te narzędzia to tam jest ta z narzędziami. Czas tam pogadać, powiedzieć jej.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Jak na starszą panią, to jest dość ładna ta kobieta.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
Bluzowana deska. No, to jest to pudełeczko. Mamy cię.
Let us see what is in this box.
Obracaj linię, aby utworzyć ciągłą linię. Pamiętaj, że niektóre linie wprowadzają w błąd. Dobra. No, dość łatwa zagadka. Pliki listów.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Najdroższy Liamie. Ten człowiek zamienia moje życie w koszmar, ale siniaki w końcu będą, więc nie martw się o mnie. Korespondencja miłosna między Liamem Hurtleyem a Judith Carey. Jest znaleziono w małym drewnianym pudełku ukrytym w szopie. Aha, czyli możliwe, że ten ogrodnik z zemsty chciał zabić tego jej męża.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Listy miłosne.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
No, kłamczuszka.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Tak, jeszcze tamten trop trzeba zbadać.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Marynarz, sternik.
Let us review the other
Ale co to?
sailors now.
Co to ja mam tu zrobić?
This is interesting. This is interesting. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the
Aha.
same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
No tak.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Jakiś czas później.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
No i dobra, i tam mamy nowy ten. No właśnie.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Aha, czyli jednak się będziemy... Jednak będziemy się przebierać. Mamy nowy ten. Dobra, musimy się przebrać za marynarza. Okej.
This is where I keep my post.
Dobra, przebierzmy się. O, weźmy taki czapkę. Marynarze raczej okularów nie noszą. Weźmy taki zarost.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Jak zadymione. Okej, dobra. Tu będzie kolejny odcinek. Myślę, że w następnym odcinku już uda się bez najmniejszego problemu ukończyć tą sprawę, bo już jesteśmy, czuję, blisko.